Okay.
She's the first wife. But she's not the wife that he later got when he became king.
Okay.
Yeah, so she's the first wife and all. But Nigeria still came at her and said, at least you know that Prince is in his name. So you know that one day or the other, he's actually going to be a king.
Talking about that. Well, that's a choice anyway, not mine.
No,
not any kind
exactly.
Not any kind of Gen Z generation, not at all. Not at all.
I mean, we can't say.
That's
a lot.
I think that's why Nigerians are mostly reacting, and we're like, no, because we can't take this. Probably this person is just being hypocritical about it, or probably this person is just saying this because of what she's getting. Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, some people's love language is just wealth. Positions, that's all. So before you can give them that in marriage, they're cool.
You know, the other time we were talking about that on another show here, and we said, I mean, so people, they are just cool. As far as you're taking good care of them, they are traveling out of the country, going here and there. They really don't care about anything that is going on. If you like, cheat every day. If you like, cheat every hour. They are actually fine with it. But the main thing that they need from you is for you to take good care of them.
Wow.
And I don't know, it's just a lot. It's just a lot.
It is well with the queen.
It's well with the
queen. Anyway, talking about frustration, Joy.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about the fuel scarcity. No, not the fuel scarcity now. The inability to get the new Naira notes. The frustration Nigerians are going through, and more so, reactions of people. There's a particular video that went viral about a woman that went naked that was like, she's going to close down an account. They should just give her all her money. What do you think? Do you think the government is intentionally frustrating Nigerians when it comes to collecting money? Because it seems like we are buying money with money.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
The woman was saying bitterly that for the past 1 week she has not been able to take her children to school because she does not ask. Of course, bike man are not going to take transfer from you. We're in Nigeria. So I don't know. I think that we don't have enough structure and policies or enough system to be a cashless country. I mean, I understand that height. That would have been so good. That would have been so beautiful if we had the structures and the system in place. But unfortunately, we don't have the structure, we don't have the system, we don't have the policy. So how are we supposed to do this? And it's so frustrating. Look at the man that was also rolling on the floor and begging them
there was a particular man that actually literally climbed the counter and was just like, please give me my money. You guys, just give me my money. I was like, this is the height of it all.
And of course,
it's
terrible. The one that happened is it Anambra now, that a woman had to deliver a baby in the bank.
Can you imagine?
She had to deliver the baby there. I mean, you can imagine that. Because hospitals, I mean, they could be funny. And the frustrating part is that the network is so bad. And this just reveals to us that the banking system in Nigeria is terrible. It is worse.
It's terrible. Now,
I mean, what?
Honestly, Joy, that reminds me, you know, I had an interview with a particular guest, and that was when they were just trying to implement the new notes and then to restrict people from getting so much cash. Then I told them something. I asked that person that came to represent the government, I said, sir, I said, this particular new Naira policy that the government is currently implementing, that how solid is the system valid? Like, for example, there are the issue of transfers, USSD codes. Even with that USSD code, use of apps. How advanced are we? What are the efforts that the government is putting into educating the masses, those in rural communities, how to do normal transfer? You can imagine, I was at the market yesterday, I was like, I was just having a chit chat with the mama that was selling pepper. I was just telling her, I said, ma, do you do transfer if I want to buy at least pepper or 500? Like, she was like, are you how much am I making that I have to, she literally told me she does not have a bank account. What is the government doing in creating accounts for these women? I wanted to buy locust beans, and I did not want to spend my new Naira notes because it was difficult to even get the new Naira notes. And the man was telling me she does not even have an account. Well, I was like, why? She said, how much am I making in a day that I have to create an account? I'm like, This is terrible.
Yeah, you know, really we're already taking 100 naira for 1,000. So people are taking 150 for 1,000. And the new development is that some of them are even they are giving us the old notes.
Bless you.
Hazard rates.
Bless you.
That is the height of it for me. I was really like, this is old.
Honestly, I literally changed this for a particular POS. You know, talking about POS now is a new trend. There's a particular content creator on Instagram that created content as regarding POS business. He literally said he's going to start POS business because there is oil money in POS.
Of course.
Imagine my family traveled down from Ibadan to Osogbo and they told me to collect 10,000. They have to use 2,000 to collect 10,000.
2,000. It's a word.
And if Nigerians actually accept this system, this new cash policy, this way of getting money, this how it's just going to continue. And there's a particular video that went viral on Instagram too, and it was like a civil servant protesting at the Central Bank of Nigeria in Abuja, and they were protesting that the people are not happy with the new development, and the CBN should actually do something about it. We know the CBN, we know they are actually working in our interest. They want the best for the community, they want the best for the economy of Nigeria. But if they at least, before implementing all of this, they have taken their time to print more excess new notes, and then apart from getting excess new notes, make efforts into reaching out to all media industries or media companies in Nigeria, both radio and TV, educating them, all the mama that are selling rodo, low-cost business, everything. Tell them, go and open accounts. If you don't have, we can help you open for free. You know, you can open an account for free now. Or even you don't have to go to bank before you open an account. So basically, they make effort into educating people. Okay, you people that don't know how to do USSD, you do that for like 6 months. Before now, within that space of 6 months, you've printed a lot of new notes that will be sufficient for the citizens to spend. Not that you're making it difficult to even get the new Naira notes that you profess that you are that you want to, bring into the community, and making life difficult for both the masses and the airlines. I don't think it's more difficult for the airlines anyway, but the masses are really, really, really suffering. And things has to be done, honestly.
Things has to be done. I mean, the height of it for me is when Nigerians would stop talking, because that's the problem about Nigeria.
Absolutely.
We tend to accept and endure, which is not the best option. I mean, so many things that happen in this country. We've had hike in fuel, we've had hike in prices of things and all of that, and you see that they never go back to the normal price. Everything that has increased in this country, unfortunately, has never gone back to its original price. Even when the economy was a bit better, they only go higher and higher, which is so wrong. And we just have to do that. I mean, we have to be able to speak up. I mean, the other day, youth came out to say Sorosoke and all of that. If we can have that energy in all our social media platforms, typing and all of that, if we can have that energy with the people representing us in the House, in the Senate and all of that, to speak up. We can't go on like this. People have reached the heights of things. People are going through a lot. People are dying. Of course, I know you would be like, who is dying? People are actually dying of these sufferings, because it's a lot. I mean, you're not saying there is hike in whatever transportation you're taking, there is hike in whatever food you're buying, there is hike in every single thing you're buying. I mean, only rich people now who would say are buying new clothes and all, because I mean, someone who has not been able to pay the school fees of his or her children, how is the person going to survive?
Absolutely.
So we just have to make sure that we do the needful. We have to do the needful.
Apart from that, talking about school fees, there was a particular woman that I think that went viral, and the woman was saying that his children was not able to go to school because there was no money to even schools, they have to really upgrade in the aspect of payment of school fees, because there are some schools that are sending the children out of the school because they were not able to pay, and those schools are sending the parents back to the bank to make payments. During this state, during this economy where you know a lot of people are in banks, a lot of people were not able to withdraw. Let's talk of deposits. To even deposit or withdraw is difficult in this season. Now imagine sending your child out of a school because he or she has not paid for school fees. It's terrible. It's like Nigerians are making life difficult for themselves, honestly. And I even wanted to say something about this all POS transactions. I got to understand the fact that people blame the government. They blame Buhari. They say, this government, the politicians are bad. They are always, even you that you are saying that politicians are bad. Nigerians are taking advantage of this situation to actually do a lot of things, to steal from each other. A lot of us are greedy. You keep blaming the government, you keep blaming Buhari, that Buhari has eaten all the money, Buhari is not doing anything. I'm sure if most Nigerians are even in the position of Buhari, they will do worst. Because this situation, people are taking advantage of it. You want to withdraw 1,000 naira, they will collect 150, 200. Who is doing? We are ourselves enemies. We ourselves are doing ourselves. We just keep blaming the government. Better, we have to just keep doing better. We have to do better, honestly. We have to improve ourselves. If you want to cast blame on others, make sure that you yourself, you are not found guilty. Honestly, we Nigerians are guilty. And I feel like we even deserve all of this. We deserve to be treated this way. Because even ourselves, we are hurting ourselves. And then you will see them going out to protest on what they themselves are guilty of. I think we need to do better and change. Honestly.
Yeah, so on a lighter note, I mean, a fan of Wizkid came to Twitter and of course started talking about how Wizkid has shown him and snubbed him outside. A Nigerian man, David New Olowo Banti, has taken to social media with a video showing his unpleasant encounter with Wizkid. The individual spotted Wizkid and tried to get his attention, but the music star didn't acknowledge him, even though he heard him clearly. Banti submitted that the MIL crooner looked down on him, and internet users had different says to this.
Well, to me personally, I would say that for that tweet in particular, you really can't blame Wizkid. You know, basically, you can't blame any celebrity that tries to ignore or snub you when you're trying to reach out to them, because really they are going through a lot. And if they allow everybody, you know, to keep having access to them like that, there's a particular skit that Kiki does to explain what influencers go through. Influencers, celebrity go through. This particular skit was when a particular fan of hers, you know, approached her and she was like, okay, I like your hair. Because she is accessible, she gave the fan her hair. I like your earrings. Up until she has nothing on her body. Before the fan is sad. Some of us, we do too much. Some of us, and it's not, I don't really think it's our fault. Some people can't just control their emotions, you know, when they say, oh my God, Wizkid.
Yeah, social media's users' reaction. Let me read some of them out.
Okay.
Revskid said, what do you want? You want make it kiss you, Abi? Another one said, Prince Danze said, all of now one they take Wizzy for granted too much now. Then Sally John said, she know you before ni, Abi you won't make it come hug you because I don't understand. Then Baki Robert said, what exactly is this person's problem? Wizkid suppose jump or gam or some. Alright, Unwe ZK said, now because you call him mashallah, call him correctly again, maybe him go answer you. Alright, Vitamin also said, take it or leave it. Almost everybody done the quiz for Nigeria, cause what is this? Why must he hug you? Why must he greet you? Alright, so people have a lot to say, but of course that is going to be all the time we have here today. Thank you so much for joining us on Beyond the Surface. Of course, we are so grateful. I am Joy Akiola. Thank you for joining us today.
I am Tolope Akiemi. Thank you so much for joining us. Do want to leave a comment for us on YouTube. We appreciate you. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.